This is now a meeting of the planning group for the Rolette reunion next summer. And Jeff has got up on the screen for us all his agenda for today. So Jeff, go to it.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my sister on the spot since she has to go pretty quickly. Martha, can you just give us an overview of the bank funds?
Yes, hold on, I'm gonna slip out of this and try and find my, give me a minute to bring it up. Hold on. I don't know how to share it while you're on. Just a second.
Sure. Sorry to.
Can you
Well,
bring, I don't know if you can bring it up to show it, but,
I'd have to search your emails.
yeah,
I can.
how do I leave the meeting and then bring it back?
Let me see if I can find it. I think I've got it.
Yes, the latest spreadsheet was right. Let's set up.
Is this it?
No. Yeah, that is.
Okay.
It's so tiny I can't read it.
This was in the
That should be
latest
it,
link
yeah.
from September 21st.
Okay, yeah, that should be it.
Okay.
So it's really tiny for me. Okay.
It looks like we've
Yeah, collected 21,400 and we have a current balance of 10,900. We
right.
paid out 10,500 for the Pioneer Monument and the Memorial Hall, as well as the Peace Garden. As
Yeah.
far as I know, that's the only thing we've had to pay for. I haven't sent
Yep.
out anything else.
So I think we're getting there. We had originally budgeted this thing at about 23,000, 24,000. So I think we're getting very, very close to that.
Arna, do you have anything you wanted to comment on this?
Yes, there will be about more or less $2,000 for that is profit from the concert.
Fantastic. Wow.
I got some companies that sponsor Bjørn Holland, and so there was an profit. So I just have to discuss with my bookkeeper how I can send it. It's a question about taxes and so on. So I will find out and
Okay.
and then we can handle that over.
Okay.
Thank you, Arna.
Would
Yeah.
you also be able to include the names of the companies so I can send a note or send a letter back to thank them?
Yeah, we can.
Thank you.
Okay. Arna, I sent you my, Paul gave me your email address. I sent you a link to upload the videos from the concert, well, from the whole event.
Yeah.
And let me know if you have any trouble with that. And we can coordinate on transferring the funds. Martha, my sister Martha is the one she's the CFO for this operation, the chief financial
I
officer.
don't know if I'd call it that. Probably the CCO, crazy operator.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll
Yeah.
coordinate on that, and it's much appreciated. That was a fantastic event, and we appreciate it. Okay, on I think the biggest thing I want to cover, Josh, you and Brian and I talked about getting a mock-up of the registration form up, and is that in a point where you can show it? At a point where you can show it?
Yeah. I've got things working so I can share my screen and kind of show
Okay.
what I've put together. Let me. Oh, Jeff, you might need to stop sharing. I'm getting a warning that somebody else is sharing.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yep, that works. All right, let me go ahead and share this. All right. So a lot of this information is not final. This is just to give an overview of what this registration screen will look like. So there's still work that needs to be done on it. About the only thing that's correct is the dates, location and lodging. You know, that's correct information, but a lot of the registration fee, for instance, the ages, stuff like that, that's all placeholders for now. Just so you know, we have like a fully fleshed out working example, but all of that stuff will be subject to change.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind as we're looking at this. So what I was wanting to do is just kind of give a try and give a condensed overview of what's going on. So we have our event dates here, July 9, 10. Oh, well, yeah. So July 9th was our kind of no dedicated events day, but we'll be setting up memorabilia, artifacts, and then there were some other historical sites in the area that I think were called out as possible places that people can visit on their own. But then July 10th, we'll begin the reunion. And then so these 3 days are just a brief overview of some of the things we have planned. Another section here for location and lodging, just to point our registrants towards the Sky Dancer Casino. And then there were some other towns mentioned in one of the emails that are within about 30 miles. So that information was included. Yeah. Registration fee. So we just wanted to call out the, I guess, general admission fee as well. The exact fee is to be determined yet. But I think we had the concept of having an adult registration fee and a child registration fee. I don't know that we've settled on the age ranges for those yet.
Oh, we haven't. This is just a placeholder right now. So.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So we have the concept of the two different registration types, but we'll have to figure out the ages and amount for those. And then we also wanted to let people know that we do have the International Peace Garden visit planned. So just bringing to their attention that they'll need to cross both Canadian and US borders. So just have it called out that we need passport or other identification. And then we'll also link them to the Peace Garden website. And this website will give some additional, so we have acceptable documents. We'll give additional information that people can directly find out. So there's Canadian, US phone numbers and websites. That'll be linked as well. And then just getting into the actual registration itself, we are just collecting basic information: first name, last name, email, address, city, state, zip. So just the basic registration email, and then, or sorry, basic registration information, and then the reunion specific information we're needing to collect how many participants. So, you know, say there's a family of 3, and then they'll have to select an age range. We've included this so we can help with the general planning of kids' activities in particular. Just so we know what age ranges are coming as well, so we can be prepared for that demographic of knowing who's coming. We're also providing some dietary restriction options. So since we are providing some meals, we'll also have to account for any dietary restrictions.
You just click on the
Um,
ones on the right, Josh, is that?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So these can be provided, they're optional.
Okay.
And then another thing that we wanted to
But before you
ask
leave that,
for-
if
Yes.
there's a family of 4, can you add participants?
Yep,
Ah, I see.
yeah, so it'll be up here. Yeah. And then we also wanted to add an interest survey. So this is just informational only. We're just trying to collect overall interest in some of the events that that we're planning, so we can know how big or how interested people are in some of the events. There are some paid events. So for instance, I believe one of the dinners was going to be an extra paid event, the golf tournament. And I actually just saw the Peace Garden, the reunion, are they covering the entire cost
No,
for that
no,
visit?
that,
Okay.
Carla, you can comment on that, but I think it's a $10 separate entry fee.
That's right. Yeah, $10 per person or $5, or I mean $50 family, I believe, or $50 max.
Okay.
But yeah, and I wonder if that shouldn't be highlighted a little higher up in the registration form here.
Yeah, that thought occurred to me as well.
Mhm.
But I'm making some notes. We'll make changes offline.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, that'll be good. So I'll just go ahead and do this real quick so we can look at participants. Let's do 2. Okay, so I just did that quickly because we looked at it, just basic information. So we'll have required fields. So if somebody doesn't enter their name, they can't continue. And they'll get a notification that it's required. So then the second step of registration is payment. So they'll see this next section to the form, and the admission is automatically calculated from the input from the previous page. So oh wait, I guess we can go back. So there's 2 participants here. One is within that child range, and then one is in that adult range. So that was pre-populated. And then these are all the add-ons. So we have this dinner, we have our golf tournament. These last 3 are again just placeholders. But
Is to be, I guess that would be the number of dinners, so the number of participants. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Okay.
yeah, we can go over those details about how we wanted to do about the amount of dinners and whatever. But
yeah, we'll go over this with
yeah, okay, yeah, definitely customizable. And then we'll give a total down here. So this is based off of everything that they've selected. So base is 120, and then they add 3 things, it does go up to 180.
Okay.
So that's just the checkout page with their cart. And when they click on the Pay Now button, they'll be forwarded. I just clicked on it. They'll be forwarded to this payment screen. So we are currently using Stripe to integrate with payment. So this payment screen is hosted by Stripe. We chose them because we wanted to try and keep costs as low as possible. There's event platforms out there that help to promote your events, but they seem to charge a little bit higher of a fee. With Stripe, we have lower fees that we'll be able to manage a little bit better. So this is the checkout screen that we're looking at. The email was pre-populated here. Let me grab some testing. Okay, so once they enter their information here, they'll hit the pay button. They'll get this green check, and then they'll be returned back to our website. And
Okay.
so,
What,
Josh,
what's
you might have said this, and please forgive me if I'm off target. Martha's been receiving several Venmo reservations. Would a person be able to pay for his charge by Venmo?
no,
right, we are currently accepting, well, I guess all of the payment for the registration will go through Stripe. So they won't be able to Venmo for registration fees. However, Stripe does support a few different options. So credit card, debit card, I believe even bank ACH payments. Those should all be supported. We can look further into what kind of payments we'd like to support. But
I think we ought to keep it simple, Paul. We designed this so that it's not burdensome for us. If we get a couple of hundred people signing up, that's going to be easily 70 or 80 transactions. And I think if we handle it through Stripe, we'll get, Josh is showing it how it works. We'll get payments that'll be forwarded to us. And then we can, in a lump sum, we'll have the data to trace everything back, but then we can spend it as we see fit, given the dinners and all that. But the whole design here is to keep this simple and as non-labor intensive as possible.
yeah, that's yeah, definitely what we're aiming for. Another nice thing with Stripe is we're able to keep track of all of our transactions that happened. So we're able to see email and name of what was purchased, when it was purchased, how it was purchased. So we're able to track all of the financial through Stripe. And like Jeff said, we'll be able to get payouts. So we're able to link our bank account with Stripe,
Right.
and we're able to do payouts manually. We can do scheduled, but yeah, all that gathering of money and moving it to our bank account would be handled through Stripe.
Question for you, Josh or Jeff. Will the participants get an email confirmation after they have registered?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me.
They have to give them their email.
I believe we're able to do a little bit of customization on this email. I haven't looked into all the capabilities for that yet, but oh, you know what? Actually, since this is the testing account, emails are going somewhere else. Give me just a second. Sorry, I'm trying to sign into the email account on another screen. You know, I actually can't find it right now. I apologize. I thought I got one
Carolyn,
earlier.
I think suffice it to say that the participants will supply their credit card and email information. They'll get a receipt.
Okay,
Yep.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is how the cash flow will work. Will
Mhm.
people will sign up. We hope to go live with this in January.
Mhm.
So we want to get all the prices and price structure, the form itself and the price structure worked out.
Mhm.
An example is I had an email from Aaron Kane, who's heading up the entertainment and the looking into the dinner cost, and it's $25 for the basic meal, add-on dessert, but we'll have to come up with a pricing structure for the events and then perfect the form and by the end of the year, essentially. So that's all in progress.
Jeff,
Yes.
this is Frederica, Jeff and Joss. We need to have a section added that deals with registration for the memorabilia tables because we need to organize that whole area. So I would be glad to draft something so that it moves our registration form along, just to at least get it inserted at this point. But can that be part of this whole
Sure.
registration too?
Yes.
Okay, because we'll need to know how many people are going to provide items for display and
Right.
what space
Right.
we have. So I will draft that and send it to Josh and to you, Jeff and Paul. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's just a beginning
that'd be
phase to
perfect.
get it going. Okay.
Josh,
So I did-
can the people, for instance, on this call have access to the straw man version of this? Or is that cumbersome?
Let's see. So I was just accessing this locally. It's not live on the website yet.
Okay, don't worry about it. You and I will
What-
work
Okay.
on it and we'll
I'll-
James and so
I'll just draft a paragraph here to include at some point and input into that document.
does anybody else have any other events that we should bring forward on the form? Make allowances for? I think we've got it pretty much covered. Okay. I'd like to thank you and Brian for putting this together, Josh. It's nice. I think this will save us one heck of a lot of work.
John,
and
thank
make
you
things
very much. I echo
smooth.
what Jeff said. Thank you.
Mhm.
You got it. Yep. And please, if there's any feedback, let me know. I'm definitely open to consideration and yeah, improving.
Josh, I'll get with you and Brian, I don't know, next couple of weeks or something like that, and we'll go over it. I made some notes and we'll start making changes to it. And maybe we'll have some of the
Perfect.
cost data. And then
Okay.
Paul, you, I, and Bernie are gonna have to get together and figure out the costs for these things. How much we're gonna have a registration and the meals and that sort of stuff. All right. Other things on the let me see. we got all the registration for the venues set. I think one question, Arna, we discussed among ourselves, and I'd like to get your thoughts on. You at the concert, a translator from Norwegian into English, translation from Norwegian into English was provided. Should we, I don't know how many people we anticipate coming over from Norway, but should we do the same thing? Should we have a English to Norwegian translator? Or do you think that's, Arna's off, I guess. He's not on anymore.
Jeff, can we hold open on that decision?
Okay.
I think when we find out who is coming, we could easily determine who's got language issues and make maybe some decision at that time.
I'd like to drive it a little earlier, because if we do have to have a translator, we got a budget for it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so unless we can find somebody in the Rolette area who's fluent Norwegian and is willing to volunteer, or we can pay a modest sum to.
One thing, Jeff, would be to honor the fact that we have Norwegians coming by providing the translation, even though it's not essential. That would be the wonderful thing that, you know, we provided on our trip here. Not everybody knows that a initial introduction to the tour, to the reunion, and we did that in Norwegian, and people appreciated that, even though they didn't necessarily need it. So I like your concept.
All right, we'll table that, but it's something that,
Well, a lot of people might have Google Translate on their phones. Well,
yeah.
One thing on that point, Jeff, which is so good, is that we have developed a significant interest on the part of our relatives in Norway. Much better, I think, than I could have imagined. We haven't got a number to attach it yet, but I don't know how many people came up to us and said, yeah, we're planning on coming. We're planning on coming. So it looks like who knows, we could have 25 or 30
That'd be great.
Norwegian visitors. That would be incredible.
Okay, that's good. Just making some notes. Okay. Okay. The Randy, have you talked with Erin? Or is she handling all the meal expense stuff?
she's handling that aspect of it. I'm dealing with her on the musical aspect of it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Little more time, just a little more time.
I'm also coordinating with Michael Beaver on the headstone issue that's part of the opening ceremony.
Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Those are the things I want to touch on today. The biggest thing is the registration form.
Mhm.
We've got to mature that, and then January we can be off to the races. I think my experience in these things, there's a blush at first and then lags, and then everybody signs up at the end. But I think we can accommodate that.
Jeff,
Especially-
just
Great leadership, Jeff. Thank you much.
Mhm. Thank you, guys.
All right. That's
One-
all I want to cover.
one
Anybody
more-
else have anything? Oh,
Yeah,
Christina,
yeah.
you want to talk about kids' activities or anything? You talked to Inga?
I have not, and I guess my question would be what I didn't see in the schedule where that would be.
Well, it can be at the Peace Garden,
Mm-hmm.
or it
Is
could be
the-
elsewhere. I think you and Inga can, you have access to the spreadsheet that I showed earlier.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. You live right next door. I'll make sure you have access.
Yeah. And
And
forgive me for missing
if you can get with
somebody.
Inga and
meeting.
figure out, I think the Peace Garden having, we're gonna have a number of hours there, and having kids' activities there would be good.
Okay.
But you and Inga take a look at the schedule, as the Canadians say, and weigh in.
Sure. Yeah. And I think it depends on the ages. So that age thing is helpful.
And also, when you talk to Inga, ask her to check in with Tyler regarding the golf tournament. Want to get a bead on how that's going.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's
Sorry,
it.
one more quick thing from the payment side. I'd like to start getting our Stripe account finished up. So that'll include entering in our bank account information. It'll also entail entering in business details. I know we're not technically a business, but that's what they're calling it. They'll just need to have like a contact, just that kind of information registered with Stripe. So that's something that I'd like to get set up.
Okay, what's your
And then-
sense of timing on that, Josh? Next week or so? Next 2 weeks?
It could probably be a little further out than that. In a month, maybe October, November. Yeah, I'd say about.
I mean,
a
if we can
month.
do it, I think want to set up a meeting with Brian and yourself and myself, and Martha can be on for a little bit. We'll do the bank information then, and then we can perfect the we can just continue to perfect the registration form.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, just wanted to do that sooner than later, so
Yeah,
we don't hit
no problem,
January
no
and it's
problem.
like okay.
No problem. I know how these things work. It's the last minute details that kill you.
Right.
Right.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
Yeah, we were gonna say that we're getting the Facebook page set up.
Oh yeah.
Basically it's out there, but it's a private page, so you have to request to become a member of it to get into it. And it's just called the Gilgy Tested Reunion, so on Facebook. So
should we put a link to that on the registration form?
yep, we'll do that. We'll do the register. We'll actually just put, I think we'll just put it right on the webpage.
Well, that's from Facebook to the registration. Should we do the same thing on the registration page? Look us up on Facebook.
Yes,
Sure.
yes.
And then the other question I have is, they were talking about donations before.
Yeah.
And so when we were in Norway, when we stopped by the Hagelin Glassworks, we picked this up. I sent info to Paul, but I don't know if he got it. It's a pair of apple ornaments from Hagelin. And so, oh yeah, you can take them home. And then so we'll just use that if, I don't know how you want to do it, if you want to do an auction, or if you want to do a raffle, or, I mean, and so we're just donating that to just let anybody, because I heard somebody say they had some other items for donations before too.
Yeah, I don't remember. I
Yeah,
remember
somebody
us
was-
discussing the auction, but I guess we do this on Facebook. Is that correct?
I don't know if you want to do it on Facebook or not, or I don't know where you want to do it at. So, but anyway, I'm just saying that. So it's one of the items, I guess, that
Okay.
could be used to raise some money.
I think we could auction off some rocks from Norway.
Yes.
I don't.
Please, please.
I don't have any more. I gave them all away.
I can confirm that it's on. There are tons of routes
Say this
available
again,
for
Josh. I
adoption.
gotta hear this juicy tidbit.
Okay, yes, that is,
I only took 50 pounds home. I don't have any giveaway.
yeah, okay.
It's sort of like the lunar rocks, you know? They're valuable.
The invaluable.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, a good way to spend a Saturday afternoon. This was fun.
All righty.
We'll
Thank you,
continue to mature things and go from there. We'll have another meeting in a month. Paul, or do you know when the next date is for the next
20th of November,
28th of November? It's after
20th.
Thanksgiving.
Yep. Third Saturday in November, same time.
Okay.
That's the 15th, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the 15th.
Really? That's okay.
15th of November then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Josh, I'll get together with you before then.
Yes,
Is there any
that'd be
update
perfect.
on the availability of hotel rooms and that kind of thing?
I'll talk to Bernie. He's got a beat on, well, the casino.
Yeah.
We haven't canvassed other lodging sites.
Can I consider a broader title for this, perhaps?
For the reunion?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, there's going to be more families than just those two, so.
Well, we've been calling it the Roulette Reunion 2026.
Right. And so that would be what you would call it on the registration form, et cetera, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the website though does say the Gilgy Tested reunion, and we copied that to the Facebook page.
I think we should be
Yeah, that's probably
consistent.
something we should discuss. It is broader than Gilgy Tostad. I think Roulette Reunion would probably be better.
Yeah.
Josh, can we change the website? Is that difficult?
So our URL is Roulette Reunion 2026.
Sure.
So that's fine. As far as everything on the website is mostly Gilgy Tosted. But it wouldn't be a problem to change that the Roulette Reunion 2026, and I'd be fine doing that too. So it
I think
is more inclusive.
Maybe the landing page is Roulette Reunion 2026, and then the first thing, list all the families that are involved.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think we have that information yet, so that could absolutely be added.
Okay.
I think one of the reasons we named it what we did is because this is a 50th anniversary of the reunion back from 1976. And so that's kind of why we chose that name to reflect the one from 50 years ago.
Yeah, and that's basically the name of the book is the Gilgy Tosted genealogy book. So
Well, let's discuss this. I think we should decide what we're going to do here.
Well, I would suggest something like the Roulette Pioneer Family Reunion, because I think that's what we're trying to get at, aren't we?
We are, however, we say all over the web page and on the Facebook page that we created that this includes everybody, whether you're related, unrelated, if you're from the Roulette area. So we're not making it exclusive by just using that name. So we're using the name from 50 years ago and then putting some text in there to say that everybody is included, whether you're related or not, is welcome to the reunion. Yeah.
I just think the broader title would be, yeah, something that would be more inviting to other non-family members.
Well,
What are all the names? At one point I was writing that down. I remember what the family
Julia,
names. but I
Tostad,
had-
Beaver. What else do we have?
are all these names that we're going to propose all immigrants then?
Yeah. That's why I was suggesting something on the order of Rolette Pioneer Family Reunion, because that's really the focus, I think, is the folks who were there, because are we looking to have the folks that got there 20 years ago attend as well? I mean, what are we focusing on?
I thought we were focusing on the families that immigrated back in the late 1800s and early 1900s.
Right. That's why I was thinking Pioneer Family might be something that would capture that.
Are they included in the Gilgy Tasted book then?
Not seen that book, so I don't know. Are beavers in that book? It's it's a large family. There are others as well.
I'm hesitant to get into this and let you do it. Just my one comment is reunion of families would be more accurate. Reunion of families, Rolette Reunion of Families, 2026.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I like the idea of opening it up to any family that wants to. I don't know. Like I said, I'm reluctant to do that simply because it's basically the Gilgy Testeds that we are focusing on here, is my thought. Unless
One thing I have noticed as people have sent in contributions, they have written down who they were kind of putting it in for. And some of those names, I can look a little bit at some of them. I'm not sure going to have them all, but they were families like for their grandparents and naming somebody. And honestly, I don't know how far back those names go, but I don't know how the plaque is going to go onto the Pioneer plaque, because some of the people have made mention of grandparents and great grandparents, and the last names sometimes seem similar. So I don't know if there's I think it was like 5 different family names that came up, like Gilgy and Tosted and gosh, give me some other names.
Beaver.
Beaver, yes, and oh shoot, there's one that's kind of a short one, like
Moen,
I'm sorry.
Moen,
Yes, yes. I have to look at it. I have to pull it up, but I don't want to try and.
I do see an Olson called out in the genealogy book.
I haven't seen Olson, just from what came in. Nobody has said anything like that, but I was just curious how that would be. And I guess we have to figure out what we're doing on that plaque too, because then maybe that's a commemoration of those families. I don't know. I can understand the sentiment of not seeing your family name there and wondering why, maybe, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, let's table this and have everybody think about it. I'll send around, or Paul, you and I can discuss, we'll send around an email with some of the discussion here. And then I think we ought to pick this up as a specific agenda item next time we meet. And we do need to decide this before the end of the year, that's for sure.
Okay.
Joyce, have any thoughts?
No, I'm just listening to got in a little bit late today. Sorry about that, but just listening to, oh, crud. Hang on.
Okay. All right. So we'll table this issue. And we will have to address it in the near term. All right. Till November.
So Paul, will we have Mike Oiseth's presentation then as well? In November? Paul?
Oh, I'm sorry. My problem is that I don't have my hearing aids in today for reasons I won't get into. It's been very difficult for me to hear. I'm sorry about that.
I'm just trying to confirm Mike Oyseth will be on for next month. Is that true? I believe you mentioned that earlier.
Jeff, you've got to answer the question.
I don't recall. I'd have to look at the email traffic, but
I think
Paul,
that's the case.
Paul will send out an email. So,
Sure.
all right. Well, thanks everyone. And
Okay.
we'll see you next time.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
You.